The war in Ukraine, and Russia now saying tonight that they will drastically reduce combat operations around the capital of Kyiv and in the northern city of Chernihiv, though adding it is not a ceasefire. President Biden responding tonight saying we'll see what their actions are, and how the Pentagon now sees this tonight, what they said. Just moments ago, Ukraine's President Zelensky responding to the Russians as well. This all comes after talks between Russia and Ukraine in Istanbul today, the first in-person negotiations in 2 weeks. But even as they talked, Russian missiles continued to fall, one slicing through the air in Mykolaiv near the Black Sea, then smoke from an explosion. That missile punching a hole in this regional government building there. Emergency officials rescuing people from the rubble. They say at least 12 people were killed and dozens injured. And another stunning image of war near Kyiv tonight. This is what is left of a food warehouse, everything destroyed. The humanitarian crisis, of course, growing tonight. This evening here, what Russia is now claiming, the U.S. response, and what President Zelensky said just before we came on the air tonight. ABC's James Longman leading us off from Kyiv.
Tonight, Russia now signaling a major shift in strategy. Following direct face-to-face peace talks today in Turkey, the Kremlin is now saying for the first time that it will drastically reduce combat operations around the capital of Kyiv and Chernihiv in the north, but later adding that does not mean a ceasefire. Ukrainian soldiers won't be dropping their guard. The White House tonight saying they are seeing Russian troops move away from Kyiv, but stress they believe the movement is a redeployment, not a withdrawal. Tonight, President Biden speaking with European leaders, greeting Russia's promise skeptically.
We'll see. I don't read anything into it until I see what their actions are. We'll see if they follow through on what they're suggesting.
And tonight, the Pentagon is hardly convinced the Russians mean what they say.
We're not taking anything they say at face value. We're not prepared to buy the Russian argument that it's a withdrawal. Again, our assessment is that their intention is to reposition forces and bolster their efforts elsewhere.
Tonight, Russian troops are here, just 15 miles from the center of Kyiv to the north, west and east. Over 10 incidents of Russian shelling into residential areas were reported near the city today. If they do pull back, they may redeploy here to the eastern Donbass region, which today they said they want to liberate. That sets up the next phase of this bloody war and not something Ukraine would accept as part of any deal. Both sides also suggesting a meeting is possible between Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky, but only when an agreement is signed. Ukraine tonight calling for a new system of legally binding security guarantees. So, if the country is attacked in the future, there's a treaty in place, similar to NATO's Article 5, where guarantor countries, including the US, will be legally obligated to provide weapons and impose a no-fly zone. In exchange, and once Russian troops are gone, Ukraine would agree to become a non-nuclear, neutral state. The war still raging. Russia today striking the city of Mykolaiv in the south. New video, seen here in slow motion, shows the moment of impact when a missile slams into a government building. It killed at least 12 people. Dozens more were injured. And the humanitarian crisis worsening by the day. Nearly 4 million people have left Ukraine. Olga Zakrevsku evacuated Kyiv when missiles struck too close to home.
It keeps going on in my head. Why children are dying, they go on dying. Only one person wants this war.
Our Lindsay Davis met her in Poland, where she fled with her mother, mother-in-law and young son, who's trying to keep a brave face through it all. And tonight, Olga's hope for her country.
I want to see that peace above our heads. I want to see children stop dying. And I want to wake up from this nightmare.
Extremely moving interview. We cannot forget about this humanitarian crisis, and James Longman with us from Kyiv tonight. James, we know Russia's new claim that it's going to scale back attacks near the capital. President Biden, the Pentagon reacting, saying their actions will be far more important than their words when it comes to Russia, of course. And you reported in late this afternoon to us that you continue to hear explosions around the capital.
Yeah, David, for the last few hours, we've heard the repeated sound of artillery slamming into Kiev's suburbs. Remember, Russia has specifically not agreed to a ceasefire, so there's every chance they'll continue to bombard Ukraine, even if they move troops around the country. And tonight, President Zelensky, with yet more powerful words on Russian peace signals, he said they do not silence the explosion of Russian shells. David?
All right, James Longman in Kyiv tonight. Our thanks to you, James, and to Lindsay Davis over the border in Poland.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.